It's High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. This morning, high school wrestling action from Cumberland Valley High School. Good morning, everybody. John Repitz, joined by Dauphin County Commissioner and our resident wrestling expert, George Hartwick. And this is our Select Medical First Choice pre-match show. And George, today's something a little bit different. Typically on High School Sports Live, it's an evening match, 2 schools going head-to-head. Today, 4 schools in action, and host Cumberland Valley is going to be in action 3 times today.
Well, obviously, Cumberland Valley is going to have to preserve a little energy early. They face Boyertown in a really good matchup early, and then moving right ahead to Cannon Mac, our state powerhouse, returning state champions, Cannon Mac. So I think the viewers at home are in for a real treat and quality wrestling today.
Okay, in the first match, as you mentioned, Cumberland Valley taking on Boyertown from Berks County. Cumberland Valley off to a 2-2 start in dual competition. This should be a pretty competitive match, shouldn't it?
Boyertown always comes out with a competitive team. They are somebody who's continually up there in District 3 wrestling. They always produce quality kids, and I think today, taking a look at the lineups, it should be a pretty even matchup.
And then in the nightcap, Cumberland Valley has to get right back on the mat against Cannon McMillan, one of the top teams not only in the state, but the country.
Expect that result to be a little bit different today, although we don't prejudge anything on the show. Cannon Mac, as we're all aware, in Central Pennsylvania, beat Central Dauphin last year in the semifinals of the state team championship. They're the returning state champs, and a lineup that's been solidly tested through holiday tournaments and through a dual meet season. We expect them to look very strong today, but again, great competition. Central Pennsylvania wrestling at its best, and we're glad to bring it to you this morning.
Okay, that's going to do it for our Select Medical First Choice pre-match show. Sit back and enjoy. We have some great wrestlers, some great wrestling, and some great competition coming your way next on High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Hello, I'm Brian Hudson, Executive Director and CEO of the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. I bet some of you have given up on your dream of owning a home. Well, I've got good news for you. PHFA has our lowest rates in history, 2.95% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages. Yes, I'll say it again, 2.95% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages, so you can fulfill your dream of owning your own home. 2.95% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages represents PHFA's lowest rate in the history of the agency. If your credit score isn't perfect, no problem. We can help with that. If your score is below 660, credit counseling is required. And that's free, provided by PHFA's network of counseling agencies across the Commonwealth. We also provide closing costs and down payment assistance, up to $6,000 for new construction and up to $4,000 for existing home purchases. We have partnership lenders throughout the Commonwealth, and I'm sure one is located in your community. We have a toll-free number you can call if you want to learn more. That phone number is on your screen. Our customer service staff is available weekdays from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. to answer your questions. Or check out.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking,
Exciting nightlife to small-town charm.
Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School. We are getting ready for live wrestling action on High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA. Cumberland Valley taking on Boyertown in our opening match today. First of 2 matches. A little bit something different for you this Saturday morning. And we are starting at 195 pounds. Cumberland Valley is going to be in the white uniform with the red waistband. And for Boyertown, they are also in white. And they will be having the red and black trim. So at 195 for Cumberland Valley.
Both wrestlers beginning to feel each other out a little bit. Front headlock from the Boyertown wrestler. Squaring away, earning the first 2 points of the morning. Official today, Randy March, longtime official out of York County. Also a shop teacher in Dover, PA.
Okay, for Cumberland Valley, that's Trent Cook at 195, taking on Jordan Wirtz from Boyertown.
Jordan Wirtz, a junior with a 12-7 record, has a couple of accomplishments in his career. Appears to be a solid 195-pounder. I think what we'll see from Boyertown too is a team that has a bright future with a lot of young stars that are going to be showcased here today as well.
I believe Boyertown only had one wrestler in the state individual competition last year at the PIAA level. That will change a little bit later today when Cumberland Valley faces their next opponent in Cannon McMillan.
It will, but it doesn't mean that Boyertown will only have one this year. It appears, looking through this lineup, a couple of kids that had successful junior high seasons, 24-0, 3 of them on the lineup today, and quality wrestlers that have bright futures.
What's that like whenever you've had great success at the junior high level? How difficult is that to make the step up into the high school competition?
It's certainly a distinct level up, but based upon what I've seen from the records in these kids so far, it's even more exciting for the head coach.
Especially if the coach plans to be around for 4 years, right? he knows he's going to have these studs with him for the next couple of years, right?
He's been around pretty long, and it seems like they're reloading.
Jordan Wirtz of Boyertown in control. He has a 2-0, or actually trails Trent Cook of Cumberland Valley 2-0.
And I think you said in the opening that Cumberland Valley has the red waistband. It's Boyertown that has the red waistband.
Okay. That's correct, with the big B on the front. That makes sense. It's Saturday morning, folks.
It's early. It's early.
Haven't had my second cup of coffee yet.
The wrestlers look like they're more awake than we are, John.
Closing seconds, opening period at 195 pounds. First match of the day.
Careful not to lock hands there or give up any points here coming down with short time to go. And he did. He did. I mean, that could prove to be crucial. Wirtz escapes with probably a second left on the clock. 2-1 going into the second period.
If you're not familiar with wrestling, wrestling consists of 3 2-minute periods, or until you put your opponent on his back for 2 seconds, or you open up a 15-point or more advantage during those 6 minutes of wrestling. That stops the match with a technical fall. So we are now underway in the second period with Trent Cook of Cumberland Valley leading Jordan Wirtz of Boyertown by a count of 2-1.
Trent Cook selecting the defensive position. Trying to earn an escape to increase his lead to 3-1. Jordan Wirtz to an ankle. Now up to a, he needs to work up here. He needs to continue to try to work towards a turn. Hanging back on the leg there oftentimes may earn you a stalling call early.
Joining us now is David Rung from the Carlisle Sentinel, fine writer for that publication. He's been with us before and He's agreed to join us again Saturday morning. David, good morning. Usually we're not used to seeing you until later in the evening, but
a couple hours early, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Jordan Wirtz still remaining in control. Now trying to work a power half. Crossface from the one side, back into a tight waist. It's going to be difficult for Wirt to get anything done hanging that far back. Now elevates. Earns 2 reversal, making the match 4-1. And as you may be able to see, appears that there's blood time for Trent Cook. Blood time is almost down to a science here in wrestling. Bloody noses, bloody lips happen frequently. During this timeout, they're going to address where the bleeding exists. Once they have it stuffed with cotton, the referee will come over and determine whether it's stopped. Then the time will stop. You got a cumulative amount of 5 minutes for blood time. Once the blood is stopped, the referee normally stops it for cleanup time. But you need a good cut man in the corner. Or lady, in this case.
Looks like Cook's going to have to continue with his nose kind of stuffed there. Is that a hindrance
to
a wrestler?
It is. I mean, especially when you got the double-sided stuff. I mean, when both sides of your nose are bleeding, it does make breathing a whole lot more difficult. And you know, as you're exerting yourself, the longer the match goes, the more winded you may become, and obviously it does present somewhat of a challenge.
But some of these guys are probably used to that, don't you think?
Well, I mean, you know, in college we always had guys, and I was one, nose would bleed frequently, you get them cauterized. So, you know, if it becomes an issue over and over, there is a remedy.
.40 seconds left, second period, 195, first match of the day. Cumberland Valley and Boyertown. Trent Cook of Cumberland Valley on top of Jordan Wirtz of Boyertown by a count of 4-2.
Trent Cook there electing to go to the neutral position, giving 1 point to Jordan Wirtz, making it 4-2. Feeling a little bit more comfortable on his feet than he does from the offensive position. Working a front headlock, really nice here. Trying to spin around, bang down, catch the back leg, and work around. He needs to stabilize a little bit more and bounce the head. Trent Cook
5 seconds.
Holding him off. Now he comes up with an underhook. Doesn't look like he's going to score.
A lot of action, but no scoring right there at the end of the second period. So now we move to the final 2-minute period. 195. Trent Cook of Cumberland Valley on top of Jordan Wirtz of Boyertown, 4-2.
And this is one of those pivotal matches. Early in a match, they could make the determining factor to the overall victory, because I expect this to be a tight match. Again, Cook appearing that he wants no parts of the offensive position. They're back in neutral. But really keeping good position on his feet. Now slides behind and earns 2. Six to 3 lead now for Trent Cook. Again, allowing Justin Wirtz an escape, making the match 6-4. Very close to earning something, but doesn't have enough space there out of bounds. As you can tell by the coaches fervently shouting instructions to the wrestler, this is a critical match. A takedown could tie it, and does.
So we're now tied at 6 as we approach the 1-minute mark left in our 195-pound match. 1 minute left in regulation.
Coaches are encouraging Jordan Wirtz to cut Trent Cook from Cumberland Valley. Although he's got a nice cross wrist tilt, and he does earn at least 2 points. That's one of those coaches where you do something, they go, no, no, cut him, no, earn the points. So in this case, it worked out for Jordan Wirtz from Boyertown, earning a 2-point near fall.
In a situation like that, do you think Wirtz even heard the coaches, or was he so intense on what he was attempting to do?
It's hard to tell. We might, if he becomes the wrestler of the match, we can ask him. But based upon the yelling and screaming from down below, it was evident what the instructions were.
Those 2 back points have given Wirtz an 8-6 lead now, as we have just 17 seconds left. Opening bout of the day, 195 pounds.
Again, Boyertown coaches instructing Jordan Wirtz to cut him, but he's not. He's electing to go again on top. Now looking like he's made the right decision. Again, working a bar situation here. And Trent Cook from Cumberland Valley really looks like he's starting to get fatigued.
And that'll do it. 195 pounds. Jordan Wirtz of Boyertown, an 8-6 winner. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Pizza Hut's $10 any pizza deal is back.
Any pizza, topping, sizes.
Just $10. A veggie lover's pizza.
Just $10.
The meat lover's pizza.
Just $10. An ultimate cheese lover's pizza.
Just $10.
Tomato.
Red onions.
Ham. Bam!
Signed, sealed.
Delivery, dine in, or carry.
Out of this world pizza.
Just $10. Pizza Hut's $10 any pizza deal is back.
Let me reiterate.
Or perhaps translate.
Now that's how you make it great.
So Boyertown takes the first match of the day to open up a 3-0 lead over host Cumberland Valley. Now we move on to 220 pounds. And for Cumberland Valley, it's going to be Brandon Rigney. I believe this is Jordan Wirtz now coming out for Boyertown.
We might have had his younger brother Dylan that was there in the last match.
Now Dylan's listed at 120. We'll double check that at the scores table.
Action starting here at 220. I think we have, I stand corrected, I think this may be Jordan Wirtz from Boyertown.
Yes, I think that's what they announced.
That's right, at 195, that was Michael Fretz of Boyertown. Michael Fretz was the winner at 195, not Jordan Wirtz. This is Jordan Wirtz for Boyertown at 220.
And to viewers at home, there's some strategy often used, bumping wrestlers around, so we're attempting to get the names directly from the table here before we begin the announcements. So Jordan Wirtz. From Boyertown. Clinched in just with a double leg shot now. Attempting to earn a takedown, but too close to the out of bounds line. Again, both guys standing in a neutral position. Nice low single. Wirtz applying a wizard, attempting to get out of bounds.
So that'll do the first 2 minutes at 220. We are scoreless. Boyertown still leading the team competition 3-0. Thanks to that 8-6 win at 195 by Michael Fretz. Again, apologies for that. Michael Fretz, the winner at 195. This is Jordan Wirtz. Boyertown at 220 taking on Brandon Rigney of Cumberland Valley. Scoreless as we start the second.
Brandon Rigby attempting to return Wirtz back to the mat. I think Rigby's going to have a tough time keeping Wirtz down. Again, he needs to return the wrestler back to the mat and be making an attempt to return him back down to the mat. In that case, while he got away, he didn't earn the escape. Never fully faced the wrestler in a position of neutral. Brandon Rigby putting in both legs over the top. Really high, got himself in a bad position and was reversed by Jordan Wirtz, who's now trying to get some back points. Wirtz now with a 2-0 lead. Minute 15 remaining in the second period. He's working a bar on one side, attempting to secure it on the other before he gets out to the side to run it. Now comes out of it. Tight waist. Not a whole lot of action here. Wirtz back into a bar. Seems like he's got it secure now. He runs it quick. Switches now to a hammerlock.
Under 30 seconds, second period.
Wirtz is trying to secure the other side and balance it down, only underneath the shoulder. Still trying to earn back points here by running a bar. He's able to get Rigby over again. Now is he able to settle back? Rigby does a good job of rolling through without a secure anchor on the other side. 2 points, however, are earned.
So those 2 points are going to give Jordan Wirtz a 4-0 lead. Here's another look at that. 4-0, Wirtz over Rigney, 220 pounds as we start the third period.
Rigby selects the neutral position to begin the third period. Had a little bit more success in the first period, trying to attempt the takedown. Feels like he may be able to earn points versus give them up from any other position.
Yep. Well, they did a good job of fighting out of that move in the second period. That's a lot of work that they had to put out only for 2 back points.
Right there, a shot spin around by Wirtz, who now maintains a 6-0 lead with about 1:20 left to go in the third period. Trying to stay in control, keep his hips tight. Now he's got an inside arm, attempted a stack. Now he's going to do a cross wrist tilt, roll through. He's already earned 2. Looks like he's earning a fall.
And gets the fall. 51 seconds left in the third period. Jordan Wirtz, winner by fall over Brandon Rigney of Cumberland Valley at 2:20. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Pizza Hut's $10 any pizza deal is back.
Any pizza topping sizes.
Just $10.
A veggie lover's pizza.
Just $10.
The meat lover's pizza.
Just $10.
An ultimate cheese lover's pizza.
Just $10.
Tomato.
Red onions. Ham.
Bam!
Signed, sealed.
Delivery, dine in, or carry.
Out of this world pizza.
Just $10.
Pizza Hut's $10 any pizza deal is back.
Let me reiterate.
Or perhaps translate.
Now that's how you make it great.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley. We move on to the 285-pound match, the heavyweights. For Cumberland Valley, it's Shane DePietro taking on Austin. Let's double check that again for Boyertown.
It's Jordan Wood.
Yep, Jordan Wood.
Quick takedown by Jordan Wood from Boyertown. Jordan Wood is one of these super freshmen we talked about. Earned first at the King of the Mountain. A 220-pounder up wrestling 285 here. 24-0 as a junior high wrestler, 15-1 this year, and looking very tough starting out the match. Doesn't appear that the weight difference has discouraged his confidence in any way.
No. He definitely doesn't look like a freshman either.
No, he doesn't. Boy, working a half, stepping in with the leg. This is going to be over quick. He's got to readjust there. He's got to readjust. Boy, he's strong. You very rarely see somebody being able to hold him down from one arm on that side. Now, with the readjustment of the half, now parallel, it's over.
Just a minute, 2 seconds for Jordan Wood, the winner at 285 over Shane DePietro of Cumberland Valley. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Pizza Hut's $10 any pizza deal is back.
Any pizza topping sizes.
Just $10.
A veggie lover's pizza. Just $10.
The meat lover's pizza.
Just $10.
An ultimate cheese lover's pizza.
Just $10.
Tomato.
Red onions. Ham.
Bam!
Signed, sealed.
Delivery, dine in, or carry.
Out of this world pizza.
Just $10.
Pizza Hut's $10 any pizza deal is back.
Let me reiterate.
Or perhaps translate.
Now that's how you make it great.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley. Next match on the mat already at 106 pounds now. It's Parker Hillard of Cumberland Valley taking on Lucas Miller of Boyertown. Boyertown winning all 3 matches so far. 2 by pins, by decision. So consequently, they lead the Eagles after 3 bouts by a count of 15-0.
Lucas Miller, another one of these tough freshmen that we've talked about in the opener. Lucas Miller, another undefeated wrestling season last year in junior high, 3rd at King of the Mountain, 3rd at the Hurricane, and currently 18-2. His only losses have come from quality wrestlers, state ranked. Looks like both Jordan Wood and Lucas Miller are names we're going to hear throughout the rest of the season and for years to come.
Looks like he got out to just as quick of a start as Jordan Wood did too.
Lucas Miller, again, he's got a cross wrist. Now works out top. Cross face. Lift. Inside leg. There you go. Now he's going to be earning back points. Really nifty. All deliberate, and earns him 2 back points. Moves out to a 4-0 lead with about 38 seconds to go in the first period. Looked like he's trying to go out here and lock up either cross-face cradle. Now use the trapped underarm. Post behind the knee, run the knee and the head together. Looks like he's locked it up. Now in a position to earn more back points.
Closing seconds, opening period, 106. Lucas Miller, a very impressive first period for Boyertown at 106. 9-0 lead over Parker Hillard of Cumberland Valley.
I'll tell you one thing I notice about Lucas Miller is he's a long 106 too.
Yeah.
Which is going to make him really dangerous late in the season.
I'd like to have you part of our Facebook friends, just like our page, High School Sports Live. Live is in quotation marks. We've got pictures, schedules, information about upcoming bouts, just like our page. That's High School Sports Live, again, live in quotations. Second period underway at 106 pounds. Lucas Miller of Boyertown, the white singlet with the red waistband. 11-0 lead now over Parker Hillard of Cumberland Valley.
Wasting no time from the defensive position, putting 2 moves together, then using a switch. Now he's back into a cross-face cradle position, earning more back points. He's got that tight head in good position, knee in his side. Now trying to go for the fall. And boy, that is a tough position to be in. You got to really stretch him out here to get both shoulders or scapulas down to the mat to earn the fall from this cross-face cradle position. Again, he's going to try to earn the fall here because absent that, he may be in a position to do technical fall, and does exactly that. 6 points.
Another pin for Boyertown. They stretched their lead over Cumberland Valley. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
Back at Cumberland Valley High School, we move on down to 113 pounds. For Cumberland Valley, it's Suey Farouk taking on Garrett Mauger of Boyertown. Boyertown, 4 wins in the first 4 matches, 3 by pins. They have a commanding 21-0 lead over the host Eagles.
And Mauger, another one of the freshmen for Boyertown. It looks like Boyertown could be a team to contend with in the upcoming years. Not that they're not already with their freshmen. Mauger trying a throw by there and just was too close to the out of bounds line. Both wrestlers still feeling each other out. Another attempted throw by, now a shot by Farouk from Cumberland Valley. Cross face by Mauger. Now he's got a wizard in and he's trying to hip him over. Stay neutral going out of bounds.
46 seconds left, opening period, 1:13. We are still scoreless. Suey Farouk of Cumberland Valley, Garrett Mauger of Boyertown.
I've been really impressed by these Boyertown wrestlers.
And to think 80% of them have been freshmen so far.
I'm rubbing my hands together if I'm coach.
Perhaps the junior high coach ought to get some sort of award for developing this kind of talent.
Certainly seems like they've got a great feeder program. That's why Boyertown consistently remains a great wrestling program in District 3.
Still scoreless, opening or closing seconds of the opening period at 113 pounds.
Another attempt at a throw by.
So we're scoreless after the opening 2 minutes. Suey Farouk and Garrett Mauger of Boyertown going to go to the second period, just like we started the first. And check out our new website, folks. That's hsslivetv.com. We've got upcoming schedules for our television coverage, pictures, as well as a chance for you to vote for our Wrestler of the Match coming up. So that's hsslivetv.com. Second period underway now, 113 pounds, still scoreless.
Suey Farouk on the toss, selects the defensive position. Garrett Mauger now trying to work a power half with legs in. Is a little high, now he settles back. Again, working those legs, another tall guy for 113. Very, very good leverage. Able to throw power half. Now needs to put his hips down and Farouk slides out again.
You can definitely tell these Boyertown, at least these lower weight freshmen, they're going to grow into the middle weights nicely and probably make room for some more freshmen next year.
I'll tell you, Mauger's really effectively putting his boots in. It's only a matter of time, I think, before he is earning back points here. Another half. He needs to readjust and get his hips down. But again, very difficult for the defensive wrestler, Farouk, to move here because of both legs being in and controlling those bottom hips. Mauger moving from side to side, attempting to throw a half in order to earn back points.
30 seconds left, second period. We are still scoreless.
Again, just not there. He's too far on his own hips. He needs to, when he pulls him back in that half position, readjust his hips to get over the top in order to earn those back points. But no doubt Mauger has remained in control throughout the second period. No real room for Farouk to move.
That'll do it. Despite being in control most of that period, Garrett Mauger, we are still scoreless. 113 pounds, Mauger of Boyertown, Sui Farouk of Cumberland Valley.
Mauger selected the defensive position, Farouk electing to put them on their feet, earning 1 point escape for Mauger. First points of the match. This takedown is going to be critical to the outcome of the match.
And as we saw in our match the other night at Lower Dauphin, scoring that first point of the match is big, possibly when it comes to overtime.
It is. Scoring the first point is critical and key, and earns you the ability to have a decision if it comes to a sudden death ride out. Another nice throw by Mauger.
Guys, what's it like for wrestlers knowing that they have to get up early on a Saturday morning and face a full day of wrestling when typically, you know, your regular season matches are, you know, 7:30 at night and you have a whole day to prepare?
I always enjoyed getting up early in the morning to wrestle. That means I didn't have to wait or lose weight or not eat throughout the day, and I knew I'd be in a level of competition. So I think in my discussions with wrestlers, they really enjoy early morning wrestling.
It's definitely something they're used to by now too, because any individual tournament is starting at 8, 9 in the morning also. So.
And they only have to weigh in once today, correct?
Today they do. For tournaments, they usually have to weigh in every day. But since it's a one-day event, there's only one weigh-in in the morning that qualifies you for the competition throughout the day.
So when we get to the state competition, which sometimes starts Thursday and then Friday and Saturday, you have to weigh in each individual day.
You have to weigh in each individual
Once a
day.
day.
But on each consecutive day of weigh-ins, you get 1 pound allowance. So 1 pound the first day, 2 pounds the second day. And that actually goes for team competitions as well. If you wrestle on consecutive nights, you get 1 pound for each consecutive match. Another throw by. Now Mauger's in a better position to take him down and does earn the takedown.
And gets a late move there.
And
to
now
open up a 3-0 lead in the closing seconds.
Now has earned 3 back points as well, really, to put this thing away. Will earn a 6-0 victory.
So 113 pounds goes the difference, but the result is the same. Boyertown the winner. They stretched their lead over the Cumberland Valley Eagles. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC's 27, presented by PHFA.
Some of my favorite memories are set in the warm summer sun. These memories are so important to protect, just like my family. You can find that protection with the Capital Region Insurance Agency. Affordable protection and superior service from Erie Insurance. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you. Call the Capital Region Insurance Agency for a quote today. 717-731-1142.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley. We are now in our 120-pound match. For Cumberland Valley, it's going to be Sam Horning. He is being opposed by Dylan Wirtz of Boyertown.
Got Wirtz brothers all throughout the lineup this morning. Dylan Wirtz is a sophomore. He had an outstanding season last year with 22 wins. This year comes in with a 5-8 record. But again, another quality underclassman here for Boyertown Wrestling.
Boyertown pitching the shutout so far. We've wrestled 5 bouts and Boyertown's won all 5.
I'm impressed by Boyertown. Come out with a solid lineup, a lot of solid underclassmen, and have not disappointed so far based upon what we've read in the pre-match.
especially against a team like Cumberland Valley, had a lot of returning experience.
Yes.
So I think Cumberland Valley didn't have as much returning experience in the weights that we've seen so far. When you get into the middle weights, that's where you get most of their experience coming back.
Dylan Wirtz with a nice double leg, pops through, earns the first 2 points of the match. Now right into a tilt situation. I'm really impressed with Boyertown's ability to also be good from all positions. They've wrestled tough on the top. They've got out from the bottom, and they've earned takedowns. I mean, not too much of a weakness.
Yeah, haven't seen too much at all yet. And they really haven't left it close since that first match.
Dylan Wirtz now with a bar arm, trying to secure the other anchor on the other side, trying to get out to the side, now scoops it up. Fortunately for Horning, they're close to the out of bounds line.
"15 seconds left, opening period 1:20. Dylan Wirtz of Boyertown leading Sam Horning of Cumberland Valley 2-0.
Much better job there of Sam Horning to try to get to his feet and try to earn an escape. You can't lay there on the mat with these Boyertown wrestlers. You can't lay down there anytime, but particularly with guys who are scoring back points from the top, have a repertoire from legs to bars to tilts. They're not thinking about just holding you down, they're thinking about earning points.
First 2 minutes in the books at 1:20 as we take another look at action from early on. Dylan Wirtz, Boyertown, 2-0 lead over Sam Horning of Cumberland Valley as we start second period at 1:20.
Dylan Wirtz now catching the head, earns an escape. Now in the neutral position with a 3-0 lead. Sam Horning really in a good position here to try to spin in a front headlock position, but not attempting to come around. Now he's trying to work to secure the leg as an anchor to get around to the side. Dylan Wirtz really with nothing underneath.
He's hanging onto that elbow, which is saving him right now.
Referee Randy March calling a stalemate, bringing them back onto their feet. Dylan Wirtz still with a commanding 3-0 lead here in the second period.
"30 seconds to go, second period.
Time's winding down here in the second period. Under 20 seconds. Two shots put together there by Sam Horning. Not in a position to turn the corner though. Better be careful he doesn't give up any points here as the seconds wane down. Still neutral.
Second period concluded at 120 pounds. It's Dylan Wirtz of Boyertown leading Sam Horning, Cumberland Valley, 3-0. So we head to the final 2 minutes. There's another look at action from that second period.
Sam Horning electing the defensive position for the third period. down 3-0. Dylan Wirtz right back into the bar situation. He's got to start getting out to the side to use it. Looking to get the anchor on the other side. Once he does, Sam Horning getting his arm free, now attempting to earn an escape.
Well, you said how Boyertown's been good in all three positions. I think they're especially good on top so far. I mean, I don't think we've seen a wrestler from them yet that hasn't been able to get some move in right off the whistle.
And that's key. I mean, you know, getting out from the bottom usually is a matter of will. You see a lot of wrestlers not liking the offensive position, but all three positions critically important in tight matches, especially when it comes to higher level competition. And giving up no points is Dylan Wirtz from Boyertown. Slips out there. Sam Horning earns 1 point escape. 50 seconds to go. If Horning is going to want to tie this thing up, he's really got to work hard to promote the action here coming down the stretch. Nothing's been easy, so he needs to start as soon as he can, trying to attempt a takedown. A half attempt at a high crotch, another shot underneath. Nothing really there. Front headlock by Dylan Wirtz. Still remaining in a commanding position, a 3-1 lead.
Sam Horning's got 24 seconds to do something here to try to tie this up. Trails 3-1.
Sam Horning did a double shot there, really trying to get himself in good position, but Dylan Wirtz again able to sprawl, able to push him away. Now in a position of a front headlock, and it looks like it could end here. Just as I say that, the whistle blows.
Walk back out, restart, and that's going to be it. Dylan Wirtz continues the Boyertown roll early on this Saturday morning. They continue to stretch their lead over Cumberland Valley. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Brenner Chrysler Jeep is Central PA's Chrysler Jeep headquarters. So find your best deal on Brenner's elite lineup of new Chrysler and Jeep vehicles, which include exceptional performance, quality, and safety features. And Brenner has the big selection, big savings, and better service that only comes from your Chrysler Jeep headquarters. Plus a huge variety of certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Take the short drive to Brenner Chrysler Jeep on the Carlisle Pike Mechanicsburg. Bigger, better, Brenner.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When you do, see your doctor and ask for First Choice Rehabilitation Specialists and Select Physical Therapy. First Choice and Select PT lead the way in providing exceptional patient care and unmatched customer service. Call 717-558-4333 today to schedule an appointment at one of 15 locations throughout Greater Harrisburg. First Choice and Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley. Boyertown pitching the shutout over the host Eagles so far. 6 matches in the book, all 6 victorious for Boyertown as they have a 27-0 lead over the host Eagles. Move on to 126 pounds now. It's Eddie Kritzky of Boyertown. He is opposed by Kevin Novick of Cumberland Valley.
Eddie Kritzky's the team captain. He's a 13-4 record. Obviously, he was a regional qualifier, and he is, by all senses, a very tough physical wrestler, right out to a 2-0 lead with an early takedown. Even the captain for Boyertown is a junior.
Well, coaches must feel like he's been around forever compared to the freshmen.
If you're Dave Heckert on the Cumberland Valley bench, what are you trying to tell your guys to try to stop the bleeding here?
You got to tell them, you got to get fired up, wake up. It's time that we need to establish ourselves from the neutral position, start to earn some takedowns, take the control of the match, start to gain some momentum. And I think we'll see that from some more seasoned Cumberland Valley wrestlers here coming up on the slate. But so far it's been all Boyertown. Opening up a 27-0 lead. Eddie Kritzky now giving up a one neutral point. Kritzky again, the aggressor, in on a single leg. Has it trapped in between his legs, now moves to the ankle. All he needs to do is secure the other leg here before they go out of bounds. Now they moved him back into the middle. Back trip, earns 2.
Kritzky now leads 4-1.
Looks like we've got blood time here. Bloody nose by the Boyertown wrestler Eddie Kritzky, being attended to by the Cumberland Valley trainers.
And folks, you watching at home could vote for our wrestler of the match. All you have to do is go to hsslivetv.com and register your vote. We'll be making that announcement a little bit later on at the conclusion of wrestling action of this one. Again, a reminder, first of 2 matches coming your way. Cumberland Valley taking on Boyertown here in our opener. And then coming up next, right after this one, Cumberland Valley right back in action, taking on State Power Cannon McMillan. And we should mention Cannon McMillan is also in action right now as we speak. So we have 2 mats going on here at Cumberland Valley. Cannon McMillan taking on Southwestern right now.
Again, Eddie Kritzky in a tilt situation, earning at least 2 1 counts, not yet earning any back.
So 1 period in the books at 126. Eddie Kritzky, a 4-1 lead over Kevin Novick of Cumberland Valley.
Eddie Kritzky choosing to defer to Kevin Novick. Kevin Novick selecting the offensive position. False start on Eddie Kritzky. You get 2 cautions before you actually lose a point. Actually, after 2 cautions, you give your opponent 1 point. If you continue to go down that road, it's 1 point on every additional caution. Kind of strange to me, Kevin Novick took the offensive position and almost let him up there.
Yeah, I guess he wanted nothing of being on the bottom after that first period, I guess, but I don't know, just wanted to see what he could do.
Well, you don't want to give up a point there. You'd at least select neutral if you weren't
Right.
comfortable from the offensive position. Again, Kritzky the aggressor, in on a low single. Working towards the out-of-bounds line, steps his foot over, 3 supporting points out of bounds. Nice inside trip, right down to a double leg textbook. That's got the far arm. He's got the hand planted behind the knee, attempting cross-face cradle. And it appears that Kritzky again is in a position to have blood everywhere. So we're now trying to attend to it looks like a laceration to the side of his face, which is a little bit more difficult and challenging to control than it is a nosebleed. Now it looks like it's a nose and a face.
When we conclude action in this match, stay tuned. We'll have our Carnes post-game show coming up. We'll take a look back and analyze the action in this one and take a look ahead to what's coming up next. Is Cumberland Valley will be right back in action, taking on State Power Cannon McMillan. It's all coming up next on our Carnes post-game show.
Eddie Kritzky again, inside trip, right down into a double leg. No doubt about securing an additional 2 points for a takedown.
What's the feeling when you're out there on the mat knowing that they had to stop because of your injury, but yet you're in control of the match like Kritzky is here at 7-1?
Blood is really different than an injury because you're not hurting. So you're more about getting attended to, and with any timeout, you're trying to catch the next breath to get a burst of energy as the whistle blows again.
Back underway, 40 seconds to go. Second period, 1:26. Boyertown pitching the shutout so far over Cumberland Valley, winning all 6 matches to date.
Earning another 2-point tilt there. A cheap one, but one that certainly been effective now, right into another bar situation. Boyertown wastes no time from the top. Running the bar, trying to work a hammerlock here. He's got a bar on one side, a half on the other. And in that position, if you get turned to your back, it's not a very pleasant spot.
That's it for 2 periods at 1:26. Eddie Kritzky of Boyertown in control of Kevin Novick of Cumberland Valley. Kritzky with a 7-1 lead. There's another look back. Second period action. Now we move on to third period action at 1:26. This marks the halfway point of our opening bout this morning.
No surprise in the third period. Kritzky choosing the top position. Has earned back points on multiple occasions and has had no trouble controlling Kevin Novick in the early action here. Again, in a bar situation, he's got a crossed wrist there as well, trying to tilt him again. You need to make sure that both shoulders, or at least scapula, are inbounds to earn the criteria necessary for back points.
It'll be interesting to see if he keeps going for those tilts or really goes for the pin here.
Kritzky 9-1 advantage now. Minute 30 to go, 1:26.
Right now is in a position to earn a major decision. Again, really not a lot of pop from Novick on the bottom. And again, just pulling in, holding onto that elbow now, working up towards more of a cross. He's got a tight waist on, bar situation again. Really keeping his hips tight, working Kevin Novick, not giving him a whole lot of space from which to try to get back up onto his feet and earn an escape. Now, referee Randy March warning Kevin Novick for stalling.
In the wrestling scoring system, you get 3 team points if you win by a decision of 7 points or less. 4 points for a major decision. That's beating your opponent by 8 to 14 points, which is the margin that Kritzky enjoys right now. 5 points for a technical fall, which means if you open up a lead of 15 points or more at any point in the match, it officially stops. And 6 points for a pinfall or injury default. So Kritzky in position right now with a 9-1 lead to pick up 4 more team points for the Boyertown Bears.
Tell you, Kevin Novick is taking a beating underneath there. Already been warned for stalling. After your second warning, you give up a point to the opposing wrestler. That's the first real move I've seen from Novick, a hip over. It looks like he's in a position to earn a neutral point, which could save the team 1 point. Hanging on to that elbow really tight as time winds down.
So we're done at 1:26. Eddie Kritzky, the winner over Kevin Novick of Cumberland Valley. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's lemonade. Best part's a tea. Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite?
And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple, diet, half and half. made from the best stuff on earth.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley. We're halfway through our opening match. Boyertown with a 30-0 lead over the host Cumberland Valley Eagles. We move on to 132 pounds. It's Alex Wolf trying to stop the bleeding for CV. He's opposed by Dante Colonna of Boyertown. Joining us now at the table is Patriot News wrestling reporter Jeremy Elliott. Good morning, Jeremy.
How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Better than Cumberland Valley right now, unfortunately.
It hasn't been good for the Eagles, that's for sure. I'm a little surprised. They went 4 matches there where they didn't even score a point.
Yep.
So I'm surprised at the way Boyertown's been able to dominate them on top and obviously getting out on bottom.
We talked about so far for Boyertown, there's not been one position where they've shown a weakness. From the top, it's a constant grind, working tilts, bars, and cradles. From the bottom, no trouble getting out and dominating on their feet, all areas of the mat.
Yeah, I saw them twice this year at the King of the Mountain and of course at Bethlehem Liberty. They look good, not this good, but they definitely came to wrestle today, and it's promising for Boyertown because they only have 2 seniors on the roster.
Yeah, we're talking about the super freshmen.
Jordan Woods.
Well, they've got a couple. 3 freshmen in their lineup were 24-0 last year in junior high. So.
Yeah, it looks like Boyertown's definitely coming back to where they were a few years ago when they were a bigger power in the state.
Is it just that big a disparity right now, or is Cumberland Valley just kind of flat today?
I think they're a little flat early, but here comes the meat of their lineup. Wolf's pretty good. You got Dugan, obviously, T.C. Warner. Be interesting to see here if they wake up and make a run and make this thing close.
It looks like Wolf right now working a half, earning 3 back points, taking a 5-0 lead here late in the first period. Now working a tilt situation, earning another 2 back points, making it 7-0.
Alex Wolf of Cumberland Valley with the most impressive 2 minutes so far for his team as he's opened up a 9-0 lead over Dante Colonna of Boyertown. So Cumberland Valley positioned to get its first team points of the match so far after 7 bouts. This number 8, Alex Wolf. 9-0 lead over Dante Colonna of Boyertown as we head to the second period.
It was a really bad draw for Cumberland Valley too, starting at the areas where they're the weakest. You know, that tends to get you flat coming out as well.
Very much so. I don't think Dave Heckard was happy with the draw this morning. Alex Wolf scored 9 points. That's as much as the CV scored in the last 7 bouts. So they definitely need a spark here.
But again, Boyertown from the top position really seems to have a commanding amount of control. Whether it's using legs to retain control, whether it's running that bar. And they've been from one thing to the next. I mean, it's not like they're stopping. So from moving into a tilt situation, and even you see Alex Wolf up to a 9-0 lead, you give an opportunity for the Boyertown guys to get on top. It looks like they're beginning to control.
In sports, you often hear about you don't want to look ahead to your next opponent. Could Cumberland Valley be sitting here realizing that Camden McMillan's on the next mat, they're moving over here, and we have them next? Do you think they could be looking past Boyertown at all?
They can't afford to because of the power rankings. They have losses to Nazareth, Chambersburg, CD's coming up Thursday. Every match means something to Cumberland Valley. I don't think it's so much that. They know what. I mean, they lost to Canon Mac last year 52-15. So I don't think they're looking ahead. I just think they're flat. And Boyertown, when you have a younger team, let's face it, you get better with every match. They went to King of the Mountain, tough tournament. Went to Bethlehem Liberty, tough tournament. They are getting better as the season goes on, and you're seeing that here this morning.
Yeah, and this is Boyertown's only match today. They're leaving after this one. So they don't have 2 more coming up like Cumberland Valley does.
True.
Well, it appears that they've not used as much energy as they've taken from Cumberland Valley this far. So, quite frankly, from the perspective here, it's been a difficult first couple of opening matches for Cumberland Valley.
The way Boyertown's wrestling, might say, Coach, can we stick around and wrestle again? I mean, we're having a pretty good day so far.
it might be a closer matchup with Canamac.
Alex Wolf, Cumberland Valley, 11-0 lead over Dante Colonna at 132 pounds. 22 seconds left, second period.
Alex Wolf showing some strength there. Bringing back Dante Colonna down to the mat.
Time ticking down, second period is over at 132, so Wolf takes an 11-point lead into the third period at 132 pounds. Like you have part of our Facebook friends, just like our page, that's High School Sports Live. Again, live in quotation marks. We've got pictures, schedules, information about upcoming broadcasts. Just like our page, that's High School Sports Live. Again, live is in quotations. Third period underway.
Dante Colonna earning the first point of the bout. Alex Wolf working both outside tie, attempts at a headlock here, and actually gets it, prevents a roll through from Colonna, and looks like he may be earning the first bonus points for Cumberland Valley today. He's got it covered up really tight. It's going to be very difficult for Colonna to get out of this. Actually, he's got him in a position where he almost couldn't breathe.
So Alex Wolf, first victor of the day for Cumberland Valley at 132 pounds. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
As you can see, last year I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoop shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
Cumberland Valley is finally on the board. They trail Boyertown 30-6. We move on to 138 pounds now for Cumberland Valley. This is Felix Belga taking on Ruben Maldonado of Boyertown.
Maldonado, I believe, was bumped up a weight here. Did traditionally weigh in at 138. Actually, that's where he's at, 138. Ruben Maldonado, another young wrestler for Boyertown, a 7-7 record, fourth in sections last year. Both guys feeling each other out. Head-to-head, no scoring here. You need to work in a different position to earn points. There we go. Step through. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Felix Belona looking to earn the second straight fall for Cumberland Valley. Gave up too much space there. Molinardo was able to work out off his back. Felix Belga opening up a 5-0 lead.
Belga only a freshman.
Highly touted freshman coming in this year.
Really nice. You don't see a half thrown with the elbow from that position, but if you're able to do that, there's a lot of leverage you can gain there. Bottom guy already being called for stalling. You haven't seen a lot of stalling from Boyertown today. Randy March, a seasoned official. You keep your head on the mat. He'll hit you to keep the action going.
Felix Belga, an impressive opening first period as he jumps out to a 5-0 lead over Ruben Maldonado of Boyertown. Here's another look at that near back point right there. Back to live action now in the second period. Belga leading Maldonado 5-0. Cumberland Valley trails Boyertown 30-6.
Felix Belga looks good.
He does, and he's getting more confidence as the year goes on. Did well at the King of the Mountain, medaled. definitely starting to get the high school scene down and make all the adjustments that he needs to.
Earning a neutral point there. Again, keeping himself in really good position. Not a whole lot of wasted motion. Nice throw by shot again.
It's got to be a tough spot for him as well. I mean, Cumberland Valley needs points.
They need bonus points.
And they need big bonus points. So it'll be interesting to see if he kind of turns it up here in the second half of the second period and also the third with the pressure, knowing that they need every point they can get the rest of the way.
And Maldonado is certainly not a slouch. But he's in on a nice double again, opening up an 8-0 lead.
Belga earlier this year has wrestled as low as 138. He's also wrestled at 145, and he's wrestled up at 152 in about already this year.
Shows they need where they need bonus points or matchups. They have enough confidence in him to throw them in against the better guys or to earn bonus points.
CV has a lot of flexibility with Dugan in there as well. He can bounce around from anywhere from 132 to 145, which definitely allows them to do a lot of different things with that lineup depending on the situation.
Better be careful here.
He's getting a little high.
Now he's worked it back. He's got the half situation in there. Now he needs to settle his hips back. He's got that in a good spot. Oh, as the period runs out.
2 more points for Felix Belga, as he's going to take a 10-0 lead for Ruben Maldonado into the third period at 138 pounds. Check out our new website, folks. That's hsslivetv.com. We've got upcoming schedules for you on our television coverage, pictures, as well as a chance for you to vote for our wrestler of the match. That's coming up a little bit later on that announcement. So that's hsslivetv.com.
Belga selecting the defensive position, gets a reversal right off the whistle. Now working a tight waist half situation. Taking control of this match early.
I think Belga uses his legs really well. You saw him kind of jam the knees into his opponent's thighs, keep him down, doesn't allow him to reverse or do anything, you know, get caught with anything.
And allowing an escape there, I think Coach Heckert has bonus points in mind, so it's time to get to work. Third period, a minute left.
That's just strength.
And still needs to be careful, but comes out on top for a 14-1 lead. I'm sure they're going to encourage him to cut him again real quick. An attempt to earn a 5-point technical fall. After wasting about 10 seconds, heeded the warnings of his coach to cut him. Allowing Maldonado to be back on their feet. Another takedown.
Got to get moving.
Yep.
30 seconds.
Can't waste time here.
Yeah, this is way too much time. 20 seconds wasted, 10 letting him up, and then now another 10 just kind of dancing around with him.
Another 20 without a shot or an attempt.
Looks like he's just trying to throw him.
And he is.
10 seconds left, 138.
They need a takedown here. And as clock's winding down, doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Felix Belga gives Cumberland Valley its second straight win of the day at 138 pounds. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When you do, see your doctor and ask for First Choice Rehabilitation Specialists and Select Physical Therapy. First Choice and Select PT lead the way in providing exceptional patient care and unmatched customer service. Call 717-558-4333 today to schedule an appointment at one of 15 locations throughout Greater Harrisburg. First Choice and Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School. It's Cumberland Valley taking on Boyertown. We move on to the 145-pound match. It is Jake Salkovitz for Boyertown. He is being opposed by Connor Long of Cumberland Valley.
Another area where Cumberland Valley is going to expect to earn some bonus points is right here.
The strategy for Hecker looks like he's going to bump Dugan up 2 classes to 152, and then have TC Warner come at 160, go back to back with their 2 best wrestlers.
This is going to be a pivotal match right here. Appears that Salkovitz has a 3-3 record, is a senior, however. Connor Long really needs to press the action here for Cumberland Valley. They want to try to get back into this match. We're now still in a neutral position. Both wrestlers tap and go, ties, no real efforts or attempts. 37 seconds remaining.
It's one of the great things about wrestling, even though Cumberland Valley trails by 20 and lost the first 7 matches of the day, doesn't mean the Eagles can't come back and win the last 7. There's still 30 points potentially out there on the mat in these last 5 matches. So anything could still happen yet, even though they trail by 20.
That's why those bonus points are so important.
Plus, this is their stretch. If they can get even just a decision here, Dugan, TC Warner, that's easy. I mean, that very easily could be 12 points. And then you're going to leave it up to probably Matt Hoare and Brandon Rudy somewhere in there, and they've won big matches before. So CV's not out of it yet, and it's closer than the score looks.
1 period in the books. We are scoreless at 145. It's Connor Long of Cumberland Valley against Jake Salkovitz of Boyertown.
Boyertown earning an early escape. Not much action on the feet yet.
Saw that one coming. Fleeing the mat. I've seen that called this year more than ever, and I'm glad to see it.
Well, there's been a point of emphasis on the officiating side to make sure that if the wrestlers are not wrestling in, you got to continue to wrestle in. If you're going to turn and go the other way because you're in a bad position, referees should be stepping up to make that call.
And I think the older coaches are very much in favor of it, even if it hurts their guy. Last week, Dave Cox, Big Spring, Wyatt Keck actually lost a match because he ran a guy off the mat in a crucial situation in the third, leading 2-1. It tied the match. He ended up losing in ultimate tiebreaker, and asked afterwards. Cox was in favor of it.
Yep.
Which was, again, I mean, usually you don't see that or hear that from a coach, but being old school, you know, he was definitely glad to see it and thought it was the right call. So a lot of coaches in favor of more stalls this year.
It promotes the action, makes it obviously the wrestler needs to earn it, not just try not to lose, and it also makes it better for fans.
Approaching 30 seconds left, second period, 145 pounds. Jake Salkovitz of Boyertown, a 1-0 lead for Connor Long of Cumberland Valley.
Connor Long staying in really good position there, but really needs to start to press now. Has a stalling warning.
really hasn't taken a shot either.
In that case, all he did was block on the inside, kept good position, and tried to hip him. But Salkovitz not in bad position himself, not giving up any points. Throw by attempt by Salkovitz.
That'll do it for the second period at 1:45. Connor Long of Cumberland Valley trails Jake Salkovitz of Boyertown 1-0. Stay tuned for a move of the match. That's going to be coming up in our post-game show. That's sponsored by Pack Financial. Pick out what we thought was the best move made by any wrestler in the match today. See if your choice agrees with ours. That's coming up a little bit later on.
No question, Connor Long selecting the defensive position now, earning the escape to tie the match. Takedown really could be the deciding factor here in this third period. Either they do it now or they've got another minute to try.
I think this is a match you could see end an ultimate tiebreaker, just the way it's been.
In that case, it's important to note that Salkovitz did earn the first escape.
If it would come to that situation, I can't imagine he wouldn't pick down, considering how quick Connor Long got up and how easy he got up in the second.
Not much offense, period.
Surprising. I thought Connor Long would push it more.
Salkovitz trying to double leg Connor Long out of bounds, trying to hip him over, but it was not in a position for scoring.
Under a minute to go. Still knotted at 1.
You know, golden rule is you can't score points head to head. Can't keep your head straight in front of each other and expect to score points. You need to change your levels, come from the side, and very dangerous here.
That's twice now along the edge. Connor Long's almost kind of gave this match away.
He's got to be careful.
Wonder if he's getting tired.
His mouth's open. It's a half-hearted throw by attempt with no real shot or follow-up.
20 seconds to go. Still knotted at 1. Pivotal match here, 1:45, Cumberland Valley and Boyertown.
First real shot. He's got to double in there tight. He's got to finish. Moving towards the out-of-bounds line, and no, he doesn't.
Dave Heckert's reaction on the bench was he couldn't believe it. He didn't get that in.
He had it locked. All he needed to do was lift and return it. Turn the Boyertown wrestler back down to the mat. Now he's in on a single. Holding a wizard is Salkovitz, and it looks like it's going to go to the 1-minute overtime. Where were those attempts early, Jeremy?
If he'd have been pacing himself.
If he'd have been doing that all match, there would be no problem.
Might have even got a major.
Yeah.
So we go to overtime. Connor Long, Jake Salkovitz tied at 1. 1-minute overtime period.
Not a very good shot there. One thing you can't afford to do is waste energy at this point. Now trying to work an inside throw by. Back in on the leg. Connor Long really pushing the action here. Again, out close to the out-of-bounds line. Is he going to be able to swing through? Better be careful he doesn't give up 2 there. Still on their feet.
That's 3 he almost gave away there.
I'll tell you, Connor Long's really exerted a lot of energy. I'm wondering if that's going to make the difference here. He's been pushing the action for the last minute here.
Yeah, and Salkovitz just kind of, it looked either he's gassed or he's waiting, but I don't know what he'd be waiting for.
Connor Long really is gasping for air right now. Keeps a wizard there.
Both wrestlers along the edge, you see no extension with the legs and getting the toes in to get that takedown.
I think right now they're, as you can tell by coming back to the mat, hands on their knees, standing straight up out of position. Very tired. Long in on a single again, now comes back across and will earn 2 for the victory. That was very, very important.
Connor Long, winner at Cumberland Valley at 145 pounds. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
This new diet half and half's awesome.
Best part's the lemonade. Best part's the tea. Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade! Tea! Lemonade!
So which half is your favorite?
And they're blended so perfectly, who cares? Tasty tea, tangy lemonade, 10 calories. Snapple diet half and half. Made from the best stuff on earth.
Moving on to 152 pounds, we are getting a forfeit here from Boyertown. So Cumberland Valley picks up 6 more points. That makes the score now Boyertown 30, Cumberland Valley 19.
Electing not to wrestle Cumberland Valley star Patrick Dugan. Earning another 6 points for Cumberland Valley, making the score 30-19.
So now we move on to 160.
Looks like Warner's going to bump up.
It's the right move for Boyertown. Forfeiting to Dugan, you move your wrestler up. Better matchup here because you kind of knew Heckard was going to move TC Warner around.
Yep. So this is Brandon Rudy taking on Greg Harvey of Boyertown.
Basically, Harvey gets a decision here, it's over. Definitely a smart move.
Harvey, another freshman, coming off of 24-0 season last year in junior high. This year, Harvey's at 8-5. In the coach's note from Boyertown, it says he could be on the medal stand. So a lot of high hopes for this young freshman.
That's a bold statement.
Bold statement coming in with an 8-5 record.
But again, they wrestled some tough tournaments.
Yep.
And, you're going to see the best in the state at those tournaments. So
things certainly starting to look a bit more lively on the Cumberland Valley bench right now.
I'll tell you, all these freshmen from Boyertown don't look like freshmen, even in their stature, physique. I mean, they're solid.
Yeah, typically when you think of freshmen, you think the lower weights. Yeah. They have some middle and heavier weights.
220, 152. Here, the 152-pounder bumping up to 160.
It's a lot to ask of a freshman, too, in a match like this. I mean, let's face it, you're in Cumberland Valley's gym. Cumberland Valley's one of the better programs in the state, has been for years. To ask a freshman to bump up and basically put the match in his hands.
Hey, they did.
And it's a lot to deal with.
We've been talking about what Cumberland Valley's been going through. What's Boyertown thinking now on the bench? They had a 30-0 lead. You look up now it's 30-19, and you're getting into the meat of the Cumberland Valley lineup. Are they starting to sweat a little bit?
I think when you take a look at it as a coach, you see the matchups. You probably expected some of that coming in the middle. That last match was clearly a toss-up. Now as the match begins to tighten, these matches become even more important. So I think they're putting a lot of faith in their freshman here, Greg Harvey, hoping that he may earn a victory and seal the match for Boyertown.
Yes, because if he loses, you got TC Warner coming up. He's a pinner.
He's a pinner.
And then probably going to see Matt Hoare then. He's another one. He has, again, scored some big wins in his career in dual meets. Not necessarily known as a pinner, but, hey, anything's possible at this point when it's close like that.
That's right.
So after that stoppage for blood, we're back underway at 160 pounds, opening period, 20 seconds left. Brandon Rudy, Greg Harvey, scoreless.
Brandon Rudy really has not taken a back seat here. He's remained in control. Is in a good position here. Greg Harvey clearly trying to work an Oklahoma, but no position to get his leg in. Brandon Rudy almost earning 2 before the buzzer. 0-0 at the end of the first.
Stay tuned. We'll be making the announcement of our wrestler of the match. It's coming up a little bit later. And after the first 7 matches, looked like it was going to be somebody from Boyertown, but the way things are going now, It's up in the air. It could come down to these final couple of matches. That'll be part of our Cards post-game show that's coming up, the conclusion of the 14th bout in this opening match today. Again, opening match because we're bringing you another one right after this. Cumberland Valley taking on State Power Cannon McMillan. Right now, Cumberland Valley and Boyertown still have to decide this one. A couple of bouts to go. It's Boyertown on top 30-19.
Yeah, this is a real even matchup so far. While Brandon Rudy's been the aggressor, it doesn't appear, again, that Greg Harvey is concerned about being in the offensive position here. Boyertown very impressive from the top so far. Brandon Rudy right to his feet. He's got to not hang his arms. There you go. Spins out, earns a 1-point escape.
That's big if it ends up in that ultimate tiebreaker situation.
Yep.
And Brandon Rudy, all he needs is a decision. Let Warner get the pin, and then you've got a 2-point match.
Yep.
And then you just need a win in that last one. So it's definitely close.
For those early viewers that saw 30-0, we're in a match.
And if you tuned away, shame on you. Does a cliche work in wrestling about the fat lady singing? It's not over.
Absolutely. And you know,
we used to be until the heavyweights sang, right?
Well,
but now we started early with the heavyweights today, so now it's not over until the middleweight sings.
There
right?
you go. not till today. It looks like again, Rudy's really in a good position here. Harvey trying to get a single leg. He's got it up underneath, but Rudy has his leg in. Now he's going to be spinning on the inside, switching positions real quick. Now into Peterson, earning 2 points. Brandon Rudy now needs to sit back. That's a big takedown right there.
That's huge. Look at the CV bench, definitely into the match now.
and no doubt that could have went either way. Both guys had position coming up into a position where it almost appeared that Rudy was going to lose the takedown. He reached back, grabbed the arm and the leg, and secured a Peterson for 2.
And Rudy looked gassed after that move. Looked like he had to, sit there and take a couple of deep breaths before he continued.
He was also getting instructions from the coach: sit back and earn 2. Sit back and earn 2.
Here's another look at that one once again.
Inside leg, grab the arm. There's the Peterson sit.
There he's looking for taking the breaths, and we're back to live action. Rudy with a 3-0 lead over Greg Harvey at 160. Again, another pivotal match in deciding the outcome of this one.
It's going to be important that Rudy takes control. It appears that he's got the ability to do a figure 4 above the knee, which is always a very difficult spot for the bottom wrestler. If you can work the arms in a position that he has it there with the bar in, it's up to Brandon to promote the action if he's going to throw the legs, but that's a really good position to start to work into some level of a near fall points. Got to be careful. Got out front there. Falls to a leg. Needs to cut his arm in between the other wrestler.
Approaching the 1 minute mark, and if you're Brandon Rudy, I guess this minute can't go by fast enough, can it?
It cannot, and unless Harvey can improve his position. Now he's both legs, he can't lock his hands underneath there. Still in the offensive position, must move up. Great job by Brandon Rudy.
Critical there, getting up to the waist.
But give Harvey a great deal of credit. Now continues to move, gets out from the bottom position, 41 seconds to go.
3-1 now.
Takedown could tie it or put it away. Good job by Brandon Rudy.
Rudy just went right back after him. Didn't allow Harvey to get his offense going and push the action. Smart.
Big takedown by Brandon Rudy. Now leads at 5-1 with 31 seconds left.
Can't afford to give up a whole lot here. Although the more they're in this scramble situation, the better it is for Brandon Rudy. Just let him go for 2. And it appears that he will earn a decision to keep Cumberland Valley in the hunt.
Cumberland Valley lost the first 7. They've now come back to take the next 5 after 160 pounds, but they still trail Boyertown with 2 matches to go. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
Max Saver here at Carnes Foods, where you'll always find a ton of great deals from groceries to meat department.
There's no place like Carnes for the holidays, with fresh holiday turkeys, fruit baskets, holiday pies, cakes, and frozen extra jumbo shrimp for only $6.99 a pound. Plus, right now, Carnes has incredible savings, like Levy's whole semi-boneless hams, only $1.99 a pound. Whole smoked Kunzler, Burke's, or Carnes double smoked boneless hams, only $2.89 a pound. And USDA Choice whole T-bone short loins, just $4.88 a pound.
Carnes, over 3,000 items on sale every day in every store.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley. This one is still undecided. So move on to 170 pounds. And Cumberland Valley's T.C. Warner is being opposed by Garrett Abear of Boyertown.
No doubt T.C. Warner looking for a quick fall here. Right into a cradle. Takedown right into a cradle. Trying to stack him. Looks like he's going to do it too. Quick pin by the
There
official.
was 17 seconds is all it took.
A little quick there.
T.C. Warner, a winner at 170. It's going to come down to our final match of the day. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
It all comes down to this. Boyertown leading Cumberland Valley 30-28, 1 bout to go. Cumberland Valley's Matt Orr taking on Cody Richmond of Boyertown. The winner of this decides the winner of the match.
And both wrestlers seasoned. Richmond coming in with a 12-7 record, 6th at King of the Mountain, 8th at Hurricane.
In Cumberland Valley's 4 duels so far, Matt Orr has been victorious at 195 pounds in each match. But he's wrestling at 182 today. As we said, this will decide it. Boyertown jumped out with a 30-point lead, 30-0. Cumberland Valley's roared back with 6 straight wins. With the last 28 points, it's now 30-28. This decides the match.
This may also be wrestler of the match on this one. I expect this to be a close match.
Yeah, this definitely will not be. I don't think you're going to see bonus points in this match.
You don't need them.
No.
A win and you win. Matt Orr in good position there. All he needs to do is figure out a way to get his arm somehow in between the body and spin back in towards Richmond. Or stack him, sit right on him and stack him. That's a really difficult position for Richmond. But he needs to turn back into him. Earning 2. Two 2-0 opening lead for Matt Orr from Cumberland Valley. Up and down, but still staying in the switch position, not stopping. I'll tell you.
First period down at 182. Matt Orr leading Cody Richmond. And our wrestler of the match coming up, and we still haven't counted our ballots yet.
We have not. We're
going to have to wait to see what happens here.
For that.
And also the move of the match, sponsored by Pack Financial. That'll be coming up a little bit later on.
This has turned out to be a heck of an ending to this match. Nice cross wrist tilt. That's really nice. And a pin!
With a pin.
Wow.
gives the victory to Cumberland Valley.
You very rarely see a pin from that position. Very rarely see a pin from that position.
Matt Orr completes the comeback for Cumberland Valley as they defeat Boyertown 34-30. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here, from delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here, from fine dining to home-style cooking.
Exciting nightlife to small-town charm.
Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948. For generations.
Hey folks, I've never met anyone who didn't love a bargain. At Ollie's Bargain Outlet, you'll find brand name merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices. We scour the world to find closeouts, package changes, overruns, bargains on Mattel, Black & Decker, Ortho, Mohawk, Bissell, Random House, and more.
New bargains arrive daily, but when they're gone, they're gone. Visit ollies.us for a store near you. Ollie's.
Good stuff, cheap!
As you can see, last year, I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoop shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
Think about it. What could you do with $3,600? That's how much you'll save on a brand new 2013 Ford Escape this month only at Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premier Ford dealer. Yes, right now Hoffman is taking $3,600 off the redesigned Ford Escape with an athletic new look, plus hands-free power liftgate, My Ford Touch electronics interface, and more. Nobody gives you the selection, service, and Central PA's best Ford deals like Hoffman Ford. Online at hoffmanford.com.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School. A thrilling victory for Cumberland Valley as they fell behind 30-0, but stormed back to take out Boyertown by a score of 34-30. John Reppes on with George Hartwick, and we are joined by our wrestler of the match, Matt Orr, who provided the winning points. First of all, congratulations on that pin.
Thank you.
George was just saying that the move you were in, rarely do you see a pin from that position. Can you explain what was going on out there?
I just try to wrestle as tough as I can, and the pin happened, so.
It just happened, huh?
Yeah, it just happened. So.
What was going through your mind? You guys lost the first 7 matches. You're down 30-0. Did you think you could possibly come back and win this?
They were a tough team, and we just had to wrestle tough against them and see what happened.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, you're the wrestler of the match. That was down to the wire. The guy that you wrestled was no slouch. He had a pretty good record, 12-7, and a couple of top finishes. So it was critical coming down the stretch, and it all fell on your shoulders. So did you know that going out?
Yeah, I knew that going out, but I just went out there and wrestled. and whatever happened, happened.
And again, the cross wrist tilt into the position to earn back points. We thought it was going to be just a decision based upon the way you guys matched up. You finished up with a pin. Tell me about that feeling to be able to actually be in a position to win it for your team after a comeback from being down 30-0.
It was a great feeling to have, and it was an exciting match.
Well, look forward to seeing a lot more from you. We're going to see you against Cannon McMillan a little bit later. I don't know if we can match that excitement, but certainly great job today, and way to pull through for your team.
Yeah, thank you.
As great as you feel right now, though, you have a short time to regroup because you have another tall task ahead of you, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to kind of keep things even keel, right?
Yep.
Okay, congratulations, Matt, again.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Matt,
congratulations.
Our wrestler of the match. Watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
What's in a name? Everything. It's your own personal brand. It's who you are. Your word. At Members First, our name speaks volumes. It's our guarantee to our members that there is nothing more important to us than you, your family, your well-being.
When you walk into a Members First branch or office, we'll get to know you, and we'll greet you by name. Open an account today and take advantage of our low Visa balance transfer rate. At Members First, we put our members first.
As you can see, last year, I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoop shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking.
Exciting nightlife to small-town charm.
Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School. This is our Carnes post-game show. Boy, what a thrilling victory we had there for Cumberland Valley in that opener as they fell behind 30-0 to Boyertown, losing the first 7 matches that were contested today. But then the Eagles come flying back, literally, with wins in the last 7 and pull out a 34-30 victory. I tell you, when it was 30-0, I had my doubts, even though we knew we were getting into the meat of the Cumberland Valley lineup. But things really looked pretty bleak, didn't it?
They not only looked bleak, Boyertown was controlling the action from almost all sides. We talked about how good they wrestled from both the defensive, offensive, and from the neutral positions. And early on had captured all of the momentum. And, you know, it ain't over until it's over. And Cumberland Valley's lineup came through. They scored the bonus points where needed. And as you saw with our wrestler of the match, Matt Orr there, pulling a very, very key victory against Cody Richard from Boyertown. One that wasn't expected to end in a pin, but certainly was to the delight of this home Cumberland Valley crowd. Ended in a pin in dramatic fashion, giving Cumberland Valley the win.
Okay, coming up now, we're going to take a look at our move of the match. This occurred at 170 pounds. It was T.C. Warner. You're talking about Warner being a pinning machine, and he certainly wasted no time as he, right from the outset, just took the aggression right there and jumped out to the pin coming up here in 17 seconds. So that pulled the Eagles within 2. That made it 30-28. And then after that, Matt Orr capped things off at 182 pounds. Again, we were talking about this being the first of our 2 matches today here at Cumberland Valley. Somewhat of a a unique competition going on right now. Boyertown was here to wrestle Cumberland Valley in the first match. Going on at the same time, over on the other mat here at Cumberland Valley, we have Southwestern taking on State Power Cannon McMillan, and that still has 2 matches to go. And Cannon McMillan is leading that one by a score of 39-9. So at the conclusion of that one, the Big Macs are going to be moving over to this mat and taking on the Eagles. So the Eagles actually wrapped up early, so they have a chance to kind of catch their breath a little bit before Cannon McMillan moves on over. We were talking a little bit earlier about possibly looking ahead. Okay, so let's put ourselves in Cumberland Valley shoes. You had a thrilling victory. Everybody's on has an adrenaline rush going right now, but they know they have the top team in the state awaiting them. What do you kind of go through if you're a wrestler or Coach Dave Hecker? What's going through your mind right now? How do you regroup in a short period of time and get ready to do it all over again?
If I'm Coach Dave Heckert, I'm thinking, how can I keep this momentum going? We obviously made a comeback that may be talked about for quite some time, but you have no chance to celebrate. With all the excitement, with the bonus points being earned by the wrestlers that need to make them, especially the key wrestlers, I'd talk about starting and setting a pace early. I mean, we saw wrestlers come out a little bit flat from Cumberland Valley, not really showing the aggression, getting handled from the top position. You're going to face an even tougher, more proven quality opponent. You can't afford to have anybody flat. You need to be wrestling at the top of your game. And how do you capitalize on the momentum at the end of that match and carry that right into the Cannon McMillan match, which you're going to need every move. You're going to need every amount of effort. You're going to need every bit of bonus points. And you're going to need even the wrestlers who didn't show that they were clearly focused on the Boyertown match. They need to step up and make sure that they're focused and ready to roll.
Looking back on the match just completed, Cumberland Valley and Boyertown, as you're watching our Clarence postgame show here, it seems to be very ironic. They started 195 pounds, and that started a run of 7 straight wins for Boyertown. Then Cumberland Valley comes back and wins 7 straight. It's almost like it was destined to start at that 195 and get the first 7 out of the way before we get into the second 7.
Now, it'll be interesting to see the next match. Usually when you have tri-meets and back-to-back matches, they bump up 1 weight to start the next actual official event. So we may not be starting at that 82. We may actually be starting out at 95 for the next event, which may give Cumberland Valley a little bit of a breather because of the upper weights. And I know Ken and Mac during the middle of their lineup are going to match up really well against Cumberland Valley. So you're going to see some quality matchups of state qualifiers and state place winners and folks that have high hopes for placing this year. So you won't see the level of bonus points earned in the areas of strength for Cumberland Valley. So they're really going to make sure that they can't give up those bonus points in the matches that may be a toss-up or maybe in a position where Cumberland Valley kids are trying to go out there and not getting pinned.
So when you have 2 matches going on like this, both matches start at the same weight class, correct?
That's correct.
So the Cannon Mac Southwestern match, which looks like it's just about wrapped up now, is they're shaking hands.
Finished 51-9, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Cannon Mac 51-9 winner over Southwestern. So you're watching the Corns post-game show. We'll take a quick break here and be back with more here at Cumberland Valley. Again, you're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27, presented by PHFA.
What's in a name? Everything. It's your own personal brand. It's who you are. Your word. At Members First, our name speaks volumes. It's our guarantee to our members that there is nothing more important to us than you, your family, your well-being.
When you walk into a Members First branch or office, we'll get to know you, and we'll greet you by name. Open an account today and take advantage of our low Visa balance transfer rate. At Members First, we put our members first.
As you can see, last year, I was just a little kid. Advanced Hoop shows me and my friends dribbling, shooting, and defense. Our favorite game is dribbling knockout and shooting knockout. Advanced Hoops!
Join us for our Christmas clinic and winter skill builders for ages 5 to 14. Register online or call today.
It's here, whether you enjoy hunting or fishing, discovering history or cutting-edge technology.
It's here. From delicious chocolate to professional sports, wild roller coasters to endless shopping.
It's here. From fine dining to home-style cooking.
Exciting nightlife to small-town charm. Dauphin County has it all.
No surprise, we were voted the 12th most livable region in the nation.
It's here. You should be here too.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Welcome back to Cumberland Valley High School. John Reppes along with George Hardwick. Good morning, everybody. We can still say that for about another 2 or 3 minutes.
I think so.
As we're approaching the noon hour here at Cumberland Valley. First match of 2 already in the books. Cumberland Valley, a thrilling 34-30 comeback victory over Boyertown. But now it only gets more difficult, I guess you could say, for the Eagles as State Power Cannon McMillan just wrapped up a 51-9 victory over Southwestern. The Big Macs moving over to this mat now, and they'll be taking on the Eagles next.
What an exciting morning to bring wrestling right to your home, and you saw something that if it didn't wake you up, you weren't paying attention. You might have been put to sleep by the first half of the match, 30-0 lead by Boyertown. Obviously, Cumberland Valley getting key bonus points in all the areas where they needed to earn them, and in the final match, Matt Orr coming out with a key pin. Although we must say the #1 team in the state is here. It's here at Cumberland Valley Gym, and it's who Cumberland Valley faces next. No chance for a flat start. We need some major pickups from Cumberland Valley's perspective in areas where they've shown that they don't have strength before. And let me tell you, folks, you're going to get to see the #1 team in the state go up against perennial powerhouse Cumberland Valley in a matchup that I think will really show to the level of Cumberland Valley where they're exactly at this year as they measure up in the team finals around the state. Cannon Mac CD is the team to take a look at and measure yourself against. But Cannon McMillan right now is the reigning state team champion. So we're going to get a chance to see how Cumberland Valley matches up here just in a couple of moments.
So we had a great match for you, and stay tuned because we have more great wrestling coming your way next here on ABC 27 presented by PHFA. For the time being, we're going to take a break. You're going to have a special presentation coming your way by our main sponsor, PHFA.
Hello, I'm Brian Hudson, Executive Director and CEO of the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. I bet some of you have given up on your dream of owning a home. Well, I've got good news for you. PHFA has our lowest rates in history, 2.95% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages. Yes, I'll say it again, 2.95% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages, so you can fulfill your dream of owning your own home. 2.95% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages represents PHFA's lowest rate in the history of the agency. If your credit score isn't perfect, no problem. We can help with that. If your score is below 660, credit counseling is required. And that's free, provided by PHFA's network of counseling agencies across the Commonwealth. We also provide closing costs and down payment assistance, up to $6,000 for new construction and up to $4,000 for existing home purchases. We have partnership lenders throughout the Commonwealth, and I'm sure one is located in your community. We have a toll-free number you can call if you want to learn more. That phone number is on your screen. Our customer service staff is available weekdays from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. to answer your questions. Or check out our website. It's loaded with useful information for home buyers, including a mortgage calculator. It's a great place to do your homework before you make that home purchase. I know many of you are still struggling with job or income loss. PHFA administers the Homeowner Emergency Mortgage Assistance Program that provides help with foreclosure. So if you're threatened with foreclosure for no fault of your own, a medical reason, you lost a job, loss of income, please contact us to see if we can help. For more information about HEMAP, just call the number on your screen. Our customer service staff is available weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. to answer your questions, or visit our website. We have information there about where you can find foreclosure counselors in your area. They will help you fill out a HEMAP application to see if you qualify. They'll also help you look at steps you can take to possibly prevent the foreclosure of your home. There's no cost for this counseling. Owning a home is still part of the American dream. At PHFA, our mission is to help you fulfill that dream and keep that dream.